Okay, I wanted to make this video to go over the process that we use to actually get people well. And actually, the first thing that we do is really listen to why the person's in our office and how the issue that they're having, or maybe their child is having, is affecting their lives, okay, on a day-to-day basis. Like, what are their specific goals? But then some things that we do that are really unique is we explain to patients, listen, it's a team approach. It's a 50-50 process. If you're willing to do some easy and simple exercises and stretches and other things that we give you to do at home, you're going to get better much faster, and that's going to save you visits in our office, which ultimately saves you time, energy, and money, right? So we want to get people to their result as quick as possible, but we say, listen, when we look at things from more of a holistic perspective and a vitalistic model, the way we look at, taking care of people, it's more like a team approach. It's not like, I'm just going to tell you what to do. I'm going to do everything passively for you. The passive approach can work to a point, but then we definitely want to get our practice members, our patients, to actually participate in the process of getting them well. So the more self-responsibility that they take, and it's simple, it's not hard to do, but the more they do things on their own, then they're actually going to get better quicker. All right, so that's one thing, is that we're definitely listening to as to, what specific goals does that person have? What are some things that they can do on their own? We actually lay out a care plan for them, so we don't leave it like a mystery as far as like when they should come back. That's never a good approach. There's research and there are studies to show, hey, what are good guidelines for people? And they're guidelines. Listen, everyone responds different, right? But if you're someone who's never had their spine checked, you might have some damage going on that maybe you're aware of, maybe you're not aware of. Maybe your history of whatever, accidents and trauma you've had in the past, if you've been dealing with something for a long time, all of this plays a part. What are their clinical findings when they come in on the exam? So we don't do guesswork, we actually do test work. So that's another thing that's super important is we do a really specific scientific analysis, and we actually do motion study digital x-rays, and we can see objectively if there's anything going on, not only just structurally, but functionally in their spine. So we stand you up against gravity and we do this test so we can see exactly what's going on and if any of the joints are stuck and locked up. Because we know if those joints are stuck in the spine, we call it subluxation, if they're locked up, it may cause pain, it may not cause pain. It's like tooth decay. We explain to people, it's like, you didn't get up today and say, oh yeah, my cholesterol feels high today. It's like, no, you got to get a blood test. You got to get your teeth checked by a dentist, right? So it's the same thing in our office. We're not going to do guesswork. We're going to do test work, and then we're going to lay out a specific customized plan. What we will do is actually show them their findings on a second visit and actually go through the process. And I literally will sit down with them and we'll write out, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, then we're going to do a check-in on you, then we're going to do this, then another progress exam. So we basically lay out a care plan, and then something that we do that's very unique is we do follow-up motion study x-rays. So we retest to show changes. That's something that's really unique. So if you're looking for a chiropractor, maybe a family member or someone that you know is looking for a chiropractor, they don't live around here, some questions you should ask are, do you take x-rays? Okay, great. Are the x-rays with me standing up against gravity? If you really want to see if, clinically what's going on in that practice, you can say, do you do digital motion study x-rays? Do you do follow-up x-rays to show changes? Are you going to give me some things that I can do on my own? Things that are going to make it so I don't have to see you forever this many times a week. And, that's another thing people say, you'll hear these things out in the public. They'll say things like, oh, I heard, once you go, you have to go forever. It's like, no, we actually have a start and an end for that specific plan. We say, no, listen, it's going to be this many visits. We're going to reevaluate you. And then obviously one option is you can stop. So I tell people that up front. They go, listen, you don't have to do anything. It's your health. It's up to you. We have a start and an end to the plan, right? For that specific issue that they're coming in for. So it's a customized plan. It's tailored to what that person needs. We're definitely going to give you some things to do on your own. We're going to do a really thorough exam. We're going to get your specific goals, and then we're trying to help that person reach that goals. Now, we do have a lot of people that say, hey, listen, once I'm feeling better and I'm stable, should I continue to do something to take care of my spine? And we say yes. Obviously, that we have a lot of people that come in for what we call wellness and lifestyle care, but that's a lot less intense, right? So just wanted to clear some of that up because we definitely have been getting a lot of questions about that. But those are some things you should actually ask if you're looking for a chiropractor. Hey, what are some, like, how are you going to examine me? Are you going to give me things to do on my own so that it actually makes it so that I can get myself stable and learn how to take care of my own health? Also, that's really important. Another thing I personally like, which we offer, and this isn't something that an office, has to do. No one has to do anything. Do they offer educational workshops? I've been doing educational workshops both in my practice and outside in the public for since 2001. So that's something that I personally like. It's not every single month, but several months throughout the year, we will do like a condition of the month. We'll give educational information and research out. We have videos that we put out. Those are other things. So, I hope that helps with the questions that I've been getting. All right, take care. Have a good day.